Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here... Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about.
Then let's get bagging.
We shall.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. Should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished?
Enough.
That might even be enough. Here, before... Feels like ages since we had the chat.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were and they're still it. Those shoulders of yours starting to hardly ever see around the hideaway nowadays. You can take a day off, you know.
Well, says the man who spends most of his time behind it.
Only 'cause you keep sending.
I know I can count on you.
Likewise. So you keep sending me, and I'll keep safe in the knowledge that I have a home. Thanks to you. Right. We'd better get this lot back.
You go on ahead. And try to get...
Oh, after Blackthorn gets...
Right. Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to begin.
We should go out on... your beats.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plate in. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on...
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be getting...
Give us a shot.
seeing troops amassing at every border.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's...
Excellent.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
salvage from the ruins. What?
Ah, but we don't have...
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and... What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
Oh, Sid.
Yes.
I'll show you the... Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses... Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone, in other words, the reactor would... This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably... And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect... Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor...
You can stop there. Mid said we might be... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here soon. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them.
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my tea.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
If you're ready, we leave at once. Ready, go?
Time to fight. You deserve a rest.
Oh, there you are.
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. Too slow. Ramu! The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed.
All right.
Good to have you back. I was worried.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
No surprises there.
How may I help you today, Clive? Here you are. All done?
Clive! Anything catch your eye? Think you can help?
Think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena.
Excellent.
And just...
Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to... Which is why you need a prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too... The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even... I need something light. But I've wrapped my brain...
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? Yeah, I've got all the details written down. Can you take this to him? See...
Right away.
Thanks to Sid.
Hippocrates.
For you, Clive?
Well, actually, it's for... Could you take a look at it?
Shielding for a mithril? What are the...
She has some specific requirements for the materials, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight. While also, as you can imagine, she's...
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you...
Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires, but...
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine. And yet, we have made a home here from...
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even them before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm. Nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order...
So if we could recreate...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus. I shall speak to them and see if you would be so kind as to procure the necessary knowledge.
Thank you, and since you're...
So you need a hand?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the...
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if...
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. So, Clark, who will accompany...
All right. So...
I have taken the liberty of preparing a...
Garlic? Are you sure this is the right... Looks like the ingredients for someone's...
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction. Hence moon dews. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find...
Well, isn't that... I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance.
All right.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Harpocrates and I'll look after things here. You head over to Northreach.
Now, where's Taya?
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on
Won't have
these.
you spoil.
There you are, Taya.
Ah, and we shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a... But if time is of the essence...
All right.
Let's see now. Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Up! You'll not find a bruised... Fresh cuts! Come and get them before the...
What can I interest you in today? I trust it's all here. Keep fighting the good fight. All anyone ever wants anymore is a
Oi, don't touch anything. And... if that's what you want.
That should do it. Hopefully Taya's finished too.
Well,
I did.
garlic and pepio. We should get this back to Tomes then. But we're not in too... Do you know, I think this is the very... In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it... Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we... Feels a lot longer.
It does. Thank you, Tyre.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around? But in the spirit of... You're appreciated. Well, I think I ought to get these ingredients back to Tom. I'll meet you back at the hideaway.
All right.
I heard you the first.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Better late than never. We're ready to begin whenever you are.
Welcome home. He had a successful trip.
How's work on the shield?
Well, very well indeed. I was just explaining to Talia, and now that we have all the...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a...
What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway. Under the...
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary?
Of course.
Oh, and it was good to talk.
It appears our work here is... a shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will be followed by a rigorous process. Perhaps someone ought to...
Leave it to me. Thank you, Up. Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Before you ask, the answer's no. You can't daub yourself in moon dew to protect yourself against fire. I had the same idea, even did some tests. And trust me, you don't want that stuff anywhere near your skin.
I think Mid might need some help.
Sorry to keep you up, but you'll be pleased to know that,
You found something for...
in a manner of speaking, he's supervising the construction.
Brilliant.
Don't thank me.
Right then. Better start working out how to the black.
You know, when I got into the smith, I thought I'd be making swords and shields.
Displacements.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped. Let's take this out. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require...
It's finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm.
Thank you. Clark, that's one down and...
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing it.
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off.
Good luck to them. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over there, searching for a land untouched by the... So if the worst came... That's what she was meant to be, you see. But now she's so close to being finished. I don't want her to be just a life. I want people to sail aboard her back in a world where...
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get...
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting up sod our plans. I'm trusting...
Are you sure about...
Something tells me it's...
He'd be proud of you.
You,
I was. And you can come too.
Right. There's just one thing I...
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ned told me she was building a... ship.
You...
He cracked the crystal too.
Trouble with the ledgers. What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. Hopefully it's nothing. Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on, and you might still be doubting your craft. Even after perhaps sharing your thoughts.
That bastard's like still. You got a keen eye. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing, but the metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck, man, you could slice a man clean in... with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not troubling me exactly.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are all, and we can't have our master blacksmith being...
You're a soft touch, you know that, but I can't say I'm not grateful for it.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows. I got your note. You think something's wrong?
So you can read. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he wants something like him. Which is why I'm of a mind. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy?
What was it you said he was?
That's what the lawsman seems to...
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's...
I suppose things have been differences. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything.
You're looking well.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn.
Running around after...
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him.
Little wonder. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go, which made it nice and easy.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people? Suppose you're not likely to go, Nick. Fine. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmecian bloke. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one. I reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's...
I appreciate the warmth. Lawsman.
And he isn't ill.
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, she says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something...
I rather think she might be right. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for them, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect if we assume that his newfound magics require... It may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed... Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield... As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of East...
I don't recall ever seeing any...
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures, the last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about, took place near Cressida.
Even so.
Good hunting.
Was that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive.
That's why I'm...
Shh. Otto, maybe... A little. Listen. And it's... maybe my fault. Sadly, that square turned out to... I can straighten it out, I swear, but... I'm gonna need help.
Be late for...
There you are!
So let me get this straight. And instead of coming, you get Clive to come to you. You know, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. Well?
Oh, just Martha.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5
each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and well,
We have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our... Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if...
All right. But that doesn't mean you... Is there anything I can...
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Mark?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. What little something Sid and I set aside for... And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope...
I'm sure they will.
But you know...
I know. Which is what?
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because... you'd rather Lady...
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you.
Well...
Don't worry.
Really?
No. I don't.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here. But it seems we still owe you a... and though I doubt it's what you were expecting.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much? Anyway, why are you the one here asking a bit much, sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it?
Something like that. Most days I think he's...
Same as all. Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander. Word is, he was the first. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea... Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto, and when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end.
His death was hard on everyone.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, I reckon what he saw in Sid, and don't we all... Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do. Let's go. Run like the wind. Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Stay down! You're finished! Stay down! Now, will it be enough, I want? I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back.
There's talk. Glass.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Did you hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to see you again.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc? Still no...
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
I thought you might find... Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. The man owes me nothing. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly.
You once told me Sid did you a kind... I'd like to do the same. Please. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather... Otto is lucky to have... I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the...
Otto had a son.
Long ago. Yes. And blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened. Whether there was anything he could have done. But
I didn't know.
How could you have? Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in an ill habit. given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate.
I'm beginning. Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Give my regards to Otto. And tell him I do so miss his visits.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The Sendrake's fang is gone.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignat.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't...
Please, allow me to... His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he...
Redeem!
Very good. Would you mind stepping up?
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Dumb vultures. Preying on the trade caravans. You've picked the wrong target. Thanks, Cal.
Stay down! Stay down!
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off! I hear I have ute. What shall I call you?
Wyvern. Glad to make your
A formidable. Well, Wyvern. Redeem here tells me you wished for...
A few moments of your time should suffice.
You're a peculiar...
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single...
Oh, true. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword.
It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twin, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Why, they use a whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10th. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its a mineral quite foreign. And that is the wyvern. It occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal. Take this, to get the very stone of which I spoke, and a far more fitting.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. I am locked in bitter competition with I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous.
There are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider, and is a perennial thorn in my... Farewell, wyvern, may our paths... Radim! We mustn't...
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rut now. Let's see.
Ready, go? Yeah!
Time to fight. place. I can walk from here. What we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Nice try. Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it.
A note? So, that'll teach me for treating you like... All right, now we know what you're after. I can see about...
Speaking of which, I brought one for later.
You can, aye. In return, you can thank Toll.
I was just on my way to... Sorry for the... But hopefully...
You learned something about...
I did better than... Yes.
No wonder I couldn't get one hit, and it might not be so bad if all you ever fought would... Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter...
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse break?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade to rattle me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly. And no point trying to copy that thing. Be about finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine. Now that's something, and what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any. I won't make a copy, nah.
I'm sure the curse break just...
I'll be working... Hey, I owe you one. August 2.
You'll be happy to hear.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got you. You come and find me when you've got them.
All right.
Clive. Good blood. Morning. What's that for you, dear? No scratches, right? Anything else?
Ah, Clive. Were you able...
We weren't.
Very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks.
Ah. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady...
About how she...
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. The Fenrir of legend, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply...
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's... Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at port, and that number has only grown As the realm's dominant, one can but speculate as to how all of this has affected.
He has seemed more...
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still.
Oh.
Is it business? Or You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Ned told me she was building a ship.
Go, so let...
Oh, she was just... Oh.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with... Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you. I may have tossed a talent or two in the eye, but those were donations. And
Of course not. But surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have...
Oh, so you're a fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're... Where'd you even get this? A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw. Might be I already have a buyer. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guiling You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up... Thanks to this luck I sometimes want.
Speaking of which,
Oh! So you remember what's owed to you, then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy...
I knew so little
about most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memory. How long did you know Sid before?
Before he died. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. He bought passage to... forget where. We set up drinking island rum till the morning bell. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close. Promising we'd one day sail this... That was... The magic woke inside my son soon after his first... And there was no hiding his...
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family... wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. And I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when... Him who cried for me. Him who swore he'd do everything. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the cut. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. I love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Mid might need some help.
All right, there's. How's that?
I have it here.
Clive! Quick look. Seen enough?
How may I help you today, Clive? You earned this. All done?
All right, Clive. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear. No excuses, now.
Not quite. She said there was one final...
She said that?
She.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? She'll probably be halfway to camp.
Mid.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Times helped with?
Obelith.
Yep. You in a hurry, But anyway, I got a letter. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I...
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention...
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep...
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work?
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before...
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty just like when we built it. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it?
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count on that. Just be sure to give Sid and the other...
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining. She's got some things to take care of, but
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. The new boy.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today. So what do you think? Really? Oh, why? I take it there's danger.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow?
Oh, no doubt. Well met, friend. My brother...
How does a...
Oh,
We mate.
each other.
What?
Or...
You...
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take it.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
Farewell.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
I see the Dalnecs lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side.
Stay down! Too slow.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire?
He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker!
Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital. Already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Queenside. His troops are well trained and increasingly battle-hardened. Siege to him.
They've closed the road to Randalar.
If the siege breaks, they'll need more than this to stop the Imperial legions marching on the capital. Let's go!
Yeah!
Deserve a rest.
Refugees.
And they're all making for the crystalline dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing. All right.
Stay down! There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion.
Bloody crews and caravans.
Out of my sight, wretch. I've no use for a branded who can't even fill my cup.
What are you looking for?
Many thanks. A fine choice. Many thanks. You're welcome anytime. Peaches and pears.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread? You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. You're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an exception? Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nuts.
I'll take the large one.
Ah, Good.
Clive,
Slow down, good.
we cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be...
Do you remember?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Here.
It wouldn't surprise me.
So?
I know where. No.
Where do we...
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way.
No time.
You two go. I'm gonna check.
Right.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
Next to the checkpoint.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing? back in Bocklad. I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire, which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress, and with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity. Leading
So the children are stealing passes to...
Yes, and passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims...
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stuff. The same someone who is encouraging the and the same someone who has Goots. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants. Will you stand with us? You want to get your part, and we want to ensure catch whoever's behind it all.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, but the guards will spot you if you try.
So either we find the people who took the...
All right.
Thank you, but I don't...
Clive.
A pleasure doing business. The proprietor of the furniture makers, I suggest...
The furniture...
Out of my sight, wretch!
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road? The caravan stops next.
Juicy pan! Slake your...
Hey, look, that should hard not.
Their eyes...
The thing.
The finest apple...
I'll take the large.
Come, taste my peaches! They're sweet as nectar.
You should come with me to the Dominion.
Or a few. They're all looking.
All right then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
What? No.
What is what we thank.
Peaches and pears.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap. Porter for hire.
That's that then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy, I'm hungry. That he wouldn't have known. Yeah, could use one of those things.
Chance would be a fight the moment they found out they'd string us.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to
Shit! What do we do?
You two get caught if you want.
Hunter, where are you?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do. Thank.
Oh, shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hunter. I just want to ask you.
Fine.
I'm looking for.
Call themselves the... You know.
Hunter.
You found him then?
Jill.
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I
haven't got your pass. What? Not that.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo.
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a...
And why would she? Theodore, at your...
Theodore.
Vultures who have made bulk... But...
Sir.
Laney's Cleft is to the south past the camp.
Better not have scared anyone.
the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have molded your own.
It's over.
I doubt these were the ringleaders, but at least we know we're on the right track.
We got company! That's the luck.
Foot soldiers.
Fewer now.
Fuck! It's that guard from Falkland! Kill him! Kill them all!
Farewell.
Nice try.
Anything catch your eye? Much obliged. That all, is it?
Satan wins!
to sleep with you. Where would I be without you?
Well, don't just stand there, go. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Finished, are you? And what can I do for you? It's a relief. Thank you. Coin purse weighing you down? I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? Is that all?
You cracked the crystal too.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Kuka. Only I don't. I wish you would.
Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Clive. It was... But now... Thank you. Anything catch your eye? Think you can help?